Hello? Hello. Is everybody here? Tell me you're here. Hi, Lily. Stephanie. You're all my fan club, and I am your entertainer, right? Whoop. I said I gotta learn some dances. Well, if you guys sign on early, I'll be your entertainer. I could dance. Mm, mm. Entertain you. Mm. While we wait for everyone else, I could just sing some songs for you guys. Quinn's here. Yeah, yeah. Lily's here. And Belle. Oh, yeah, Lily, you know. Belle, that's not how you spell here. How do you spell here? Here, like an ear. Gabby, can you hear me? Gabriella. Jasmine. Jasmina. Jasmina, are you taking care of your glasses? Jessica, are you taking care of your ankle? Hi, Chloe. Good job, Quinn. Okay, okay. You better be. Stephanie, you win. You are here. Hi, Colin. Hi. Brax. Brax. Wrong here. That's here like here. Sabrina, that's the correct here. Okay, all right. 1 minute till class time starts. Woo. We're just having a party and saying hi. How are you? How are you? It's 1 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna get started. Okay, so we are going to review. Can everybody hear me? You can hear me. I'm saying hi to you. Okay, so we are going to review adjectives. What does an adjective what does an adjective describe? What part of speech? Someone say it. I didn't say it up here. What does it describe? An adjective describes a what? A noun or a what? Good job, Jacob. It describes a noun or a noun is one thing. It also describes something else. A noun, good, or a pronoun. Okay, stop writing. I got it. Noun or pronoun. Noun or pronoun. Okay. So, we're going to talk about more about adjectives today. It does not describe a verb, noun or pronoun. Okay. We're going to talk about usually your adjective comes right before your noun. Usually. But sometimes it could change in a sentence. But I haven't said what page yet. We're just reviewing. Okay, so but every once in a while, your noun can be mixed up and it could come somewhere else in the sentence, and that's okay. Okay, so we're just going to review. I'm going to give you some clues to find adjectives, then we're going to go looking for them. Okay, so look up here. We're not in the book yet. All right, so these words, these three words, a, and the, are always adjectives. Okay, a, and the. They are called article adjectives. So if you ever see them, they are always adjectives. Always. A, and the. Okay, here is a little test. Okay, for adjectives. If you have a sentence and you're not sure if you have an adjective, you can actually test it by using the word very. Very. So let me write a sentence and then we're going to practice in our book in a couple of minutes. But I just want to show you what I mean. So remember those three words, a and the, a and the word very. Very is not an adjective, but it gives you a good idea if you have an adjective. Okay, so if I have the furry rabbit, the furry rabbit hopped away. Okay, we need to figure out what are my adjectives. So, do you see any words that are my adjectives? So, we first can figure out the noun. What is the subject of my sentence? What's my subject? What's the subject of my sentence? Is rabbit, right? This is my subject. So we have hopped as my verb. Who or what hopped? Rabbit. Okay. Now we got to figure out what words are describing the rabbit. What kind of rabbit do I have? What kind of rabbit do I have? It's what kind of rabbit is it? It's a furry rabbit. So this is really important. You got to be able to draw your arrow. So it's a furry rabbit. And what else did I say was an adjective? A small word? It's the, right? It's the rabbit. Okay? So those are both. So I told you to test very. So could you say the very furry rabbit? That makes sense, right? The very furry rabbit. So yes, very works. The very furry rabbit. Okay? If I had this sentence, uh we're gonna see if you can find it. So that's for a time when the adjectives were in front. But how about this one? What is my adjective in this sentence? What's my adjective? What word describes the rabbit? Okay, the, and what else? Furry. But furry's on the other side of the verb. But that's okay because I can use my trick. And if I say the rabbit is very furry, does that make sense? It does. I could say very furry and it would be okay. Okay, so it's okay. Sometimes you just got to test out very. Okay. So one time it just says if you put very in there, you want to say so. Like, listen to this one. If you have the bridge is narrow, so you're just listening to me. The bridge is narrow. What kind of bridge do you have? It's narrow. Okay. Could you say very? The bridge is very narrow. That makes sense. How about this one? The teacher is here. Here, teacher, does not make sense. Would you say the teacher is very here? No, that doesn't make sense. The teacher is very here. That doesn't make any sense, right? The teacher is very here. No. All right, so let's look at page 173 in your book. Go to 173. 173. All right. I want you to look at think A in 173. Okay. It says in 6 of the sentences below, the underlined word is an adjective, which means it's describing a noun. Yes, language. Draw a small, neat arrow to the subject. So that means like how I had the furry rabbit, you're going to do a nice, neat arrow from the adjective, which is the underlined word, to the word that it's talking about, describing. Do not mark the other sentences. So if it's not an adjective, we don't touch it. So look at number 1. The 2 men were friends. Do you think the word friends is describing anything? Is friends describing anything? Is that answering anything? And number one, no. Friends is not an adjective. It's not describing anything. So you don't need to put an arrow. Leave it alone. How about number two? Because if you test it, you can't say the two men were very friends. That doesn't make sense. All right, number two, the children are outdoors. Is outdoors describing children? The children are very outdoors. That doesn't make sense, right? No. How about number three? My next door neighbor is friendly. Is friendly describing neighbor? Can your neighbor be friendly? Can your neighbor be friendly? Yes, your neighbor can be. Okay, so this is what it needs to look like. When you write the arrow, I'm going to write the sentence out. Next door neighbor is friendly. I'm going to make sure you see it. I know I'm writing off the board. Okay, so when I show you this, and I want you to draw the arrow neatly. It comes from this word to neighbor, just like that. That's how your arrow needs to look. Just a nice, neat arrow like that. So moms and dads, you need to check and make sure they write their arrows neatly, not sloppy arrows. How about my birthday was yesterday? Does yesterday describe your birthday? Could you say my birthday was very yesterday? No, that doesn't make sense, right? How about number five? The kitchen sink leaks. Does kitchen describe sink? Can you have a kitchen sink? Can you have a kitchen sink? Do you have a kitchen sink at your house? Yes, you can, right? So draw a line from kitchen to sink. Kitchen to sink. Okay. All right. Number six, Brooke's hair is long. Can long describe hair? Can her hair be very long? Can her hair be very long? Yes. Okay. So you're going to start at long and you're going to draw your arrow to hair. Long to hair. Number four was nothing. You don't even touch number four, Gianna. Okay. Um, Number seven, my foot is sore. Can your foot be sore? Sore foot. Can you have a sore foot? Yes, you can. So draw an arrow. Sore to foot. Blandina, whatever picture it is you're putting in there, just you could put just yes and no. You don't need to use pictures. Yes, sore to foot. Number eight, the crackers in the tin are crisp. Can crackers be crisp? Can crackers be crisp? Yes. So you're going to start at crisp and you're going to draw an arrow all the way to crackers. Crisp to crackers. All right, number nine. Those animals are kangaroos. Are kangaroos describing animals? Is that the only kind of animal that there are? Can the animals be very kangaroos? No. So we don't do anything to nine. So that doesn't make sense to say the animals are very kangaroos. No, we don't touch number nine. Leave it alone. And the number 10, the loud noise made me jump. The loud what? What's loud describing? The loud what? What's loud describing? Noise. Very good, Jacob. So you're going to draw an arrow from loud to noise. So it starts at your adjective. Loud to noise. Okay? All right. So we're going to do the same thing for the next section, except you might have more than one arrow. Okay? So the next one, we have to find all the adjectives, including small ones. So we're going to draw lots of arrows. So look at the first one. It says, an honest man always keeps his word. Okay, we're just going to draw. Now they have made, it says all the words in print are adjective. So this they have in print, this they have in print, and his. We're just finding what words they're describing, right? Okay. Braxton, I don't know what you're doing, but you're going to get blocked off of here if you keep doing it. Tell me you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so and honest, what are they describing? What should we draw an arrow to? What are both of those adjectives describing? And honest, who? Very good, Gianna. Man. So we're going to do, our arrows are going to look like this. Honest, he's an honest man. And this is one of our articles. Okay, so we're going to do it all the way to man over here. Okay, just like that. That's what it needs to look like. Okay, now we have one more. His. His what? What is his showing? It's describing what? His. His what? His is describing word. Very good, Kamsky. His word. So you're going to draw an arrow like that. Okay. All right. Now let's look at number 2. What is, you're going to draw your arrows just like this. My. My is describing what? My grandfather has 10 small pigs in the barnyard. My what? Look at number 2. My grandfather. Good. So draw your arrow. From my starts always at the adjective. My grandfather. Good. All right. 10 small is describing what word? 10 small. He has 10 small. 10 small. Good, Sabrina. 10 small pigs. So both of those words need to go to pigs. 10 pigs, and he has small pigs. So you're doing 2 arrows. They both go to the word pigs. All right, one more word. The. The is describing what? The. Good. The barnyard. Very good. The barnyard. All right, now number 3. We got to be careful about this one because just because it's next to the word doesn't mean it's going to describe the word that it's by. So look at it. The new barn on their farm is sturdy. The new is describing what word? The new what? The new barn. Very good. The new. So the barn, it's a new barn. The new barn. They're both describing barn. Okay. There. Who? It's their what? Their. It's not their barn. It's their what? It's, be careful. It's not their barn. It's their something else. Good, Gianna. It's their farm. It's their farm. You want to draw an arrow to farm. It's their farm. And it's a sturdy what? Look carefully. It's a sturdy. I'm getting mixed answers. Think about it. The farm is like where all the animals are, but the barn is the actual building. So what do you think would make the most sense? What would be sturdy? The barn, yeah. The barn would be sturdy. The barn is what's sturdy. Number 2 is my grandfather, 10 small pigs, the barnyard. All right, number 4. And you can always go back and watch this, remember, if you didn't get the answers. Number 4, that friendly young man is our pastor. Okay, 3 words. Who is that friendly young? All 3 of those words are described. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Good now? Good now? Okay. Okay, so that friendly young man. Okay. How about our who? Our who is our? Our what? Our pastor. Very good. All right, last one. The speaker's words were slow and forceful. The speaker's what? The speaker's words. Very good. The speaker's words. How about slow? What was slow? His words. Good. How about forceful? What's forceful describing? Words. Everything's describing words, right? Every single thing is describing words. All right. Every single thing is describing words in that sentence. So you have a lot of arrows going on. You have arrows coming from the front. You have arrows coming from the back. The number one thing about adjectives is you got to be careful that that the arrows are going to be lining up and that you're being careful with your arrows. Okay? So they're not just like crossing over and being crazy. Okay? All right. So we are done for today with language. So we will end there. And I don't think we have any more live streams today. So I will see you tomorrow. And I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.